military is building a massive complex under the ballroom, and that's under construction. Now the military is building a big complex under the ballroom, which has come out recently because of a stupid lawsuit that was filed. But the military is building a massive complex under the ballroom, and that's under construction, and we're doing very well. So we're ahead of schedule. It's part of it. And the ballroom essentially becomes a shed for what's being built under the military, including from drones and including from any other thing. The glass, or the windows, you see the big windows, the glass is extremely thick. It's high-grade bulletproof glass, so all of the windows are bulletproof.
Welcome. I am Dena, and I want to welcome you to another discussion with Dena. As we know, there has been a plan to build a 90,000 square foot ballroom in the White House. It has drawn much criticism and has faced legal challenges in court. Critics were outraged when the East Wing was destroyed last year as construction for this ballroom began. And many say that the president did not have the right to make such drastic changes to the people's house. Even Democrats accused the administration of circumventing traditional processes of seeking permission from the National Capital Planning Commission, the Commission of Fine Arts, and congressional approval. But Trump responded by saying in a post on Truth Social that when completed, it will be the finest ballroom ever built anywhere in the world, one that has been sought by presidents for over 150 years. And now they are getting the best. Because of unprecedented structural safety and security features, it will also be used for future presidential inaugurations, is what he said. Now, he has recently revealed that the U.S. military is building a massive complex underneath the planned White House ballroom. Trump told reporters on Air Force One as he was returning back to Washington, D.C. on Sunday that the ballroom essentially becomes a shed for what's being built under it. He said information about this plan had seeped out of late because of what he described as a stupid lawsuit around the construction of the contested ballroom. Now, on Sunday, it was the first time that he referred to a military complex being built beneath this planned ballroom. He was talking to reporters, and he described the ballroom as a shed for this complex. The ballroom will have high-grade bulletproof glass windows and a drone-proof roof, he said. Now, this White House ballroom has been seen by some as very controversial from the moment it was announced, because Trump was accused of ignoring the legal process when making historic building renovations and destroying the historic East Wing without permission. There was a new report from the New York Times that revealed that the ballroom is also being built incompetently. They're hurrying it along. It's hurriedly being constructed. There are cranes swiveling above the White House grounds, and it is seen as an abrupt departure from how normal new monuments, museums, or modest renovations have been traditionally designed and refined in the Capitol for decades. This is what Emily Badger said, Juno Lee, and Larry Buchanan of the Times said. In addition to ignoring the proper legal process, they also noted that there are many seemingly serious structural problems emerging in the building because its construction has been so rushed. In an attempt to complete it before the end of his term. Now, the addition appears to have compressed the normal design evolution for any project. And as recently as last October, the president was still increasing the ballroom's capacity. a decision that is normally done at the concept stage. And the White House said to begin building in the spring. This was their timeline, but that would mean that construction documents would have to be prepared even as the design was still under review. Now, it went before a judge in December, and that judge demanded that the project seek review by 2 commissions, and the administration appeared poised to skip them entirely. Now, a former member of the Planning Commission by the name of Thomas Gallas said the timeline never made any sense and that buildings of this scale usually take engineers 18 months to 2 years from original conception to complete the construction documents. But upon first announcement that he was destroying the East Wing to build a ballroom, the White House received over 9,000 pages of public comments, and there were barely any that had supportive messages. One D.C. conservationist argued that constructing a ballroom is possible, but it should be deferential to the White House, not overwhelming. There was also a lawsuit from the National Trust for Historic Preservation, NTHP, seeking to halt construction until the president has won congressional approval or passed independent reviews, and it is still being considered by a federal judge. But President Trump appeared defiant of the lawsuit and trying to halt construction of this White House ballroom. He stated works to build it are ahead of schedule and under budget. The White House lawyers have said that the president did not need outside permission to go ahead with this project anyway. The National Capital Planning Commission, NCPC, a government commission that oversees planning for federal buildings and land in Washington D.C., is scheduled to take a final vote approval on this ballroom. The NCPC chairman said at the beginning of the public forum earlier this month, hosted the group, and he said, we're going to take the time to deliberate and we're going to have a final vote on April 2nd. Now, according to the administration, construction for the ballroom should be completed by 2028 at an estimated cost of $400 million. Now, this is the final amount that the president has landed on after White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt initially said the ballroom's price tag would be $200 million. Now, this project was mostly funded by private donors, and that is according to the president. But is there still a chance that this ballroom will not ever be completed? That it won't be finished at all? That is, if the federal judge that's hearing this lawsuit rules against the administration and cause them to halt construction. But tell me what you think about this ballroom construction thing. What do you think about the cost? And is there a real need for this? I want to know what you think. Subscribe and leave me your thoughts in the comments. I want to thank you for listening, and I invite you to join me next time for another discussion with Dena. Ta-ta!
This concludes your daily discussions with Dena. Join us Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.